Hi everyone, it's Emmanuel Kadosh. I wanted to invite you all to subscribe to ILTV Plus, where you can find our daily news and updates about Israel. And not only that, but live feeds, entertainment, our kosher food show, and so much more. Needless to say, your subscription to ILTV Plus helps us grow and create more content while also supporting the state of Israel. Our app is available on all platforms and devices, so I'll see you guys there.
Hello and welcome to ILTV's Israel Daily. I'm Aaron Porras, and coming up in today's newscast, father of captive Israeli Hisham A-Seid responds to the Palestinian terror group Hamas after Hamas publishes video of Hisham on ventilation. Israel Foreign Minister Yair Lapid preparing to become interim Prime Minister Yair Lapid as the Knesset readies for the final two votes that'll officially dissolve the government. And later, will the effects of Israel's coalition collapse extend to Israel-U.S. relations? United States Ambassador to Israel Thomas Nides making a rare plea to prevent such an outcome. Following up with supposed bombshell news, the Gaza-based Palestinian terror group Hamas publishing video of Israeli captive Hisham A-Seid hooked up to an oxygen machine. Hamas saying his health is deteriorating in what Israeli officials claim is just Hamas's attempt at mind games. And A-Seid's parents, meantime, likewise responding with strength and solidarity in the face of the video. ILTV's Asaf Nissan with more.
הייתה לי תחושה מאוד מעורבת. לא ידעתי לשמוח, לכעוס, לבכות, עד שלא ראיתי את זה, הראו לי את זה, והרגשתי שזה נתן לי כוח מתחדש.
Father of Hisham A-Seid, who's been held in captivity by Palestinian terrorists in Gaza for the past 8 years, responding to Hamas's video of Hisham on a ventilator. Hamas apparently using the video to pressure Israel into prisoner swap negotiations, in which Hamas demanding the release of all 6 Palestinian prisoners in Israeli jails. But despite Hamas's claims that Hisham's health had deteriorated, Hisham's father saying he's actually somewhat encouraged. Shaban saying his son looked more or less okay, even casting doubt that his health had actually declined. Shaban claiming that his son has only ever had psychiatric issues, and as long as Hamas is giving him the right medication, then he's likely alright. Likewise, Hisham's mother Manal saying she was relieved to see her son and cried when she saw the video, worrying only that he was getting the correct treatment. While the A-Seids praying for Hisham's return, however, Shaban stressing that he's prepared to wait until all Hamas captives are released, adding that anything less would be simply cruel toying of the family's conscience. Hamas currently holding both A-Seid and Avel Mengistu, 2 mentally ill civilians who were captured by the terror group in 2014, and Hamas also still holding the bodies of 2 Israeli soldiers, Oron Shaul and Adal Goldin. Finally, Israeli officers saying Hamas actually delaying any chance for a prisoner swap by violating international law and cruelly holding 2 mentally ill civilians as well as the soldiers' bodies.
Moving on, Israeli parliamentarians getting ready for another long night this evening as the final 2 readings of the bill to dissolve the Knesset set to hit the floor for a final vote. And if passed, as it's largely expected to, Israel will officially be en route to its 5th national election since 2019. Late Wednesday evening, the final 2 readings to officially disband the 24th Knesset and throw Israelis back into the polling booths set to pass with overwhelming support. And once the Knesset collapses, a temporary government under soon-to-be interim Prime Minister Yair Lapid will take control. But in the final hours before the Knesset dissolves, the halls of Parliament will still be rife with debate. Legislators advancing a number of bills into law last minute, including an extension to the state of emergency brought on by the pandemic, a rise in state-capped dairy prices by nearly 5%, and a bill to address climate change with new emission goals. That said, key legislation also being put at risk as they're being leveraged in unrelated issues. The coalition and the opposition are still fighting over the date of the coming elections, with the majority of the Knesset leaning towards November 1st, but with some opposition parties pushing for October 25th, which coincides with their voter base's holiday vacations. And those bills now at risk including a proposal to expand the Israeli metro system, a bill for extra restrictions on perpetrators of domestic violence, and a bid to expand public funding for party campaigns, as well as the length of time that parties can repay campaign loans. To watch full episodes of ILTV's Israel Daily and tons of other content from Israel, visit our website at iltv.tv or download the ILTV Plus app.